This is problem 20 from Chapter 2 of the CFA textbook, Corporate Finance, A Practical Approach, second edition. And here we have an analyst has gone through and calculated all the stuff he needed to do to measure the NPV on a project. And now he's been advised that the capital outlay will actually be revised upward by $100,000. So whatever the initial outlay was, and let's say it was $1 million, now it's going to be $1.1 million. We don't know what that number was, but we can tell what happens incrementally here by just mapping out what would happen. At time 0, okay, and 1, 2, all right, so this is depreciated over a 8-year period. So we know the project's going to last 8 years. And the cash flow change would be the initial investment would be $100,000 more, or a negative $100,000. Since this is depreciated evenly over 8 years, that means depreciation will be $12,500 more. Now, that's not a cash flow, but I'm going to save 40 cents on the dollar for my income taxes. So 40% of the additional $12,500 of depreciation would give me a tax savings of $5,000 a year for the 8 years. And doing the math, that's $40,000 of depreciation tax savings. If it's a 40% tax rate, then you're going to get a tax write-off of 40% of the $100,000. And so there it is, 8 equals payments of $5,000. If I was going to calculate the total effect on the project's NPV, the present value of the tax savings in the future, and we're using 10% as the rate of return, that means that those 8 payments of $5,000 a year has a present value today of $26,675 with rounding. The initial cost is negative $100,000. So the overall impact on the project is a negative $73,325. Okay, now since the additional fixed capital outlay did not affect any of the other cash flows, okay, then essentially at a 0% discount rate, it would have meant that it would have shaved $100,000 off the NPV. And that's what we're saying. The $100,000 decrease in NPV is offset by the value of the tax savings, so that the net effect is only a reduction in the overall NPV of $73,325. $73,325.